Hi, everyone. How are you today? Hope you are doing well. So, today I'm going to talk about what a billionaire taught me about real estate. But before I do that, we are going to go here and see what God said. So, everybody is talking, but what did God say? So, I like this little thing here. This is God's promises. And what you do is you look up, how do you feel? How do you feel? So, we're taught not to go by how you feel. However, I looked up how I feel today, and I feel they have a lot of different choices. I feel dissatisfied. That would be my feeling for today, dissatisfied. So we go over to page 90, and this is what God said. Psalms 34:10. The young lions lack and suffer hunger, but those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. Those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. That's what God said. So I'm going to read the others. This is Isaiah 44:3. For I will pour water on him who is thirsty and floods on the dry ground. I will pour my spirit on your descendants and my blessing on your offspring. Blessing on your offspring. Psalms 37:3. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Philippians 4:12-13. I know how to be abased and I know how to be abound. Everywhere and in all things, I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Psalm 63:1-5. O God, you are my God. Early will I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. So I have looked for you in the sanctuary to see your power and your glory, because your loving kindness is better than life. My lips shall praise you. Thus I will bless you while I live. I will lift up my hands in your name. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise you with joyful lips. My mouth shall praise you with joyful lips. Proverbs 12:14. A man will be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hands will be rendered to him. Jeremiah 31:14. And my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, says the Lord. So I think the one I'm going to go with today is the first one. Psalms 34:10. The young lions lack and suffer hunger, but those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. Psalm 34:10. But those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. Okay, repeat that after me. Repeat what I just said. Okay, so that is one of God's promises. So we heard a lot of news today, and there's a lot going on, but sometimes we forget, what did God say? So doing a better job getting focused on that. Right. So I know everybody who is looking at me is not a believer. You don't believe in God. And I know some people are actually laughing right now. But I'm going to have the last laugh. All right. Just so you know that. For the people who do believe in God, Just a reminder to focus on God's promises because it is a whole lot going on. A whole lot. And it wants to fill your mind up. So you got to remember, fill your mind up with this. Right? Okay. So now, for what you tuned in for, what a billionaire taught me in regards to real estate. Well, according to the billionaire, most people think that you're supposed to buy property and hold it forever. Yours truly, for example, like I see appreciation with my own eyes and I like it. I say if this is how inflation works, we need to have inflation forever. So according to the billionaire, most people think that you're supposed to buy property and hold it forever. But according to the billionaire, what you do is you sell it. Sell it in 2 years. And you take that money and you buy 10 properties and you scale. You scale like that, right? The majority of people, they want to know where's this money going to come from to buy the real estate. Yes, I want to buy real estate, but where's the money going to come from? Right? So this is a lesson from a billionaire. Sell it in 2 to 5 years and buy 10 times as many properties. Now, the 2-year mark, if you sell within 2 years, you are avoiding capital gains tax. I like to give it time to appreciate, though. So, but according to the billionaire, within this 2-year time frame, you're avoiding capital gains tax. If you are single, then you can go as far as $250,000 in avoiding capital gains tax. So when you sell it, all of that money is yours. You're not paying capital gains tax. As long as you meet that requirement of the law, and the law says sell within 2 years. This has to be a primary residence. According to my understanding. If you have a different understanding, leave a comment. The other thing, this time frame of selling, if you're single, is $250,000. It's all yours, no capital gains. If you are married, it's $500,000. All yours, no capital gains, because you're selling within this time frame that the law tells you to sell, right? So that is a nugget from the billionaire, that you don't buy property and hold it forever. You sell it and use that money to go buy 10 times more. Now, me, I like the appreciation. So I would like to see this thing go to 1 million. Who's going to move every 2 years? I mean, I know some people will, yes. Especially if you're young. I moved around a lot when I was young. So I guess some people would be doing that. If you knew about it, if you knew how it worked. Me personally, I like to see that. I like to see that those. You know that book, The One Thing. I like to see that one thing grow and get to 1 million, because it grows fast when you're in inflation periods. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how fast that thing grows. But that is what I learned from the billionaire, that the strategy is not buy it and hold it forever. Okay, so you do whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you what to do. And if there's some real estate investors watching me, feel free to chime in and let me know your thoughts. All right, I should have um, a lot of real estate investors watching me actually, because I interview people and then they watch the channel. How amazing is that? So, do me a favor and hit the like button if you got any value out of this. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you know anyone who is interested in finances, anyone who is interested in building wealth, everyone is not interested in building wealth. If you know anyone who is interested in building wealth or improving their finances, or they're trying to figure out what else they can do with their life, like maybe they've been in a career for 20 years and they're trying to figure out, what else can I do? What else is there out here? If you know anybody like that, tell them about this channel. And I would appreciate it. So hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Don't forget, the word was, okay, tell me if you can say it back to me. It was Psalms. Psalms what? And what is the promise? What's the promise? I want to see if you remember what I said. What is the promise for feeling dissatisfied? What is the promise? What's the promise? There are several promises, but what's the first promise? Anybody remember? Anybody watching? First of all, is anyone watching? Then does anyone remember? Okay. The promise. It's Psalms 34:10. Psalms 34:10. Remember that. Psalms 34:10. Psalms 34:10. Hey man, if you're watching, I want to see you in church. You know why? Because you are the leader of the family. So how are you the leader of the family and you're not in church? Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean you're not good. Like you can still be good. Because as you know, things are pretty sneaky. Things are real tricky and sneaky around here. Like, just because you go to church doesn't mean you're good, and just because you're not in church doesn't mean you're not good, and vice versa. You know, things get real tricky. But I want to see you in church. So Sunday will be here soon. We're going into the holiday, and if you haven't been in church for a long time, like years, I want you to Google a black church and I want you to show up. Okay? Now, maybe church is not your thing. Maybe you're Muslim. So if you're not practicing your religion, I want you to show up. Show up. Show up. All right? So, okay, back to what, and I said I was going to make this short. So, okay, Psalms 34:10. This is what God said. But those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. So you meditate on that from your end, and I'm going to meditate on it from my end. because I'm the one feeling dissatisfied, right? You may be feeling great today. So you meditate on your end. I'm going to meditate on my end. One more time. But those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. All right. Hit the like button on your way out. And thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you. And I appreciate your support. All right. Have a good rest of your day.